Good morning, everyone. We are now halfway through January, and I'm going to do my first seed sowing of 2026. So I'm starting off with some peppers and some chilies, and these will be going onto a heated tray and grown indoors. So if you are doing peppers or chilies, make sure you've got somewhere to keep them that is warm, frost-free, ideally with a bit of extra heat and light to keep them happy. Doing them now is quite a good idea because they do take ages to grow. So if you can start them now, if you've got the space and the heat and the light to do it, then definitely worth doing. I'm also doing some onions. So onions from seed are actually really good, and I find they're less likely to bolt if you've grown them from seed. So I've got a few varieties. We've got Walla Walla, Sensu Yellow, and Rheinsberger. I think that's how you say that one anyway. So I'm going to do those starting off on the heat mat, and then they're going to come into the unheated greenhouse pretty much as soon as they're through. So they should be a nice easy one. And then I've also got some red vein sorrel, so a nice hardy salad leaf, which I can start now. And actually I'm going to sow it in the greenhouse and just fleece it if it's cold. So that is my plans for today. So I've got my compost, I've got my grow worm compost, I've got my seeds, I've got my trays, and I've got labels and a pen. Now the peppers and the chili, I'm going to do all three of them into this one tray. So I'm just going to do 3 seeds of each variety, label them up, and they'll be quite happy in there together. And they come with like a little propagator lid, and that will go onto the heated tray. It's like a windowsill propagator, and they are fab. They're really good. So they will go into that. The onions, so I've got 3 varieties. Each variety is going to have its own little tray. So there's 9 cells in here, and I'm probably going to put three seeds into each. And then I can split them. I can either plant them out as they are or split them. I think I will split them though, just to give everything a bit more space. So that'll give me 27 of each variety, which will be good because I've got my onion sets as well. So I'm going to start with the peppers. So my little tray, I don't know if I've got any gloves. So I've had this compost in the house overnight to warm up, but I am potting in the greenhouse just because of the mess, which I don't want in the house. Right, that's a bit better. So fill it up, but leaving a bit of a gap, and then just firming down. The seeds don't need to be too deep for the peppers and the chilies. So I am one of those people that is gloves on, gloves off, because I like to wear gloves for the compost, but then I have to take them off because I like to feel the seeds. Right, so these are a sweet pepper, spiralis they are called. So I'm just going to do 3 seeds. Do I do 4? Oh, it's so tempting to do more, but no, we'll go with 3. And then what I tend to do is sit the packet sort of where they are in the tray and then label everything at the end. So that is those. This variety is a sweet pepper called Fiesta. And again, I'll just do 3 seeds once I get into it. This is when I realise I don't have any seeds left in here. What have I got? Oh, I've got 2. Alright, let's just see. Because sometimes in the corners you might have one hiding. But no, so we've got 2 of that. So I'm just going to do that in a straight line. pop that one there, and then chili. So this chili is called Spangles, and the description sounds quite good. So it is unusually marked green and white flowers mature through a myriad of rainbow coloured, conical shaped, mild flavoured fruits, which ripen from light purple through white to orange and finally bright red. Stunning in containers and makes an excellent sweet chilli sauce. And the only reason that I'm growing chilies this year is to make sweet chili jam. So these should be perfect. So again, I'm just going to do 3 because I do not need any more. Right. There we go. So that is those. And I'm going to do my labels. Now I do probably have to snip the bottoms off because when they're in there they don't fit. Let me just check with the lid. No. So I'm just, with my secateurs, I'm just going to snip the bottoms off. There we go. So, right, so that is those labelled up, and then just cover with a bit of compost, and then I'll water them inside using some room temperature water. If I use anything from what I've got in the can in the greenhouse, it's going to be too cold. So that is those. Right, up next we've got our onions. So like I said, each variety it's going to have its own little tray. So got my labels. Start with Walla Walla, and I'm gonna do 3 into each cell, because then I can always split them out later on, or just plant them in like a little clump. So that's the seeds. So they are like a really small dark seed. So if you drop them, it's near impossible to spot them again on the compost. So let's just go 3 into each one. And when these come up, they will literally be like little blades of grass. Hello. That's just Pontus wanting some attention. Yes. You being a good boy? Yeah. Yeah, they'll come up like little blades of grass. Right, I think I've got 3 in each there. So they will just get covered in a little bit of compost. Just a light, where's my glove? Light sprinkling of compost over the top, and then again watered in with some room temperature, sort of lukewarm water in the house, so they'll be kept on the heat mat until they appear, and then they're going to come into the greenhouse. But I can cover them on a night if it gets cold. What's that on that side? I'm reusing a lot of plant labels, so I tend to keep all my plant labels and just store them into, like, organise them in little categories, and then just reuse them each year. I know some people will clean them with like nail varnish remover to reuse them, so you can write new names on them, but I just find if I organise them properly, then I can still reuse them as needed. I probably should have put a bit more compost in that one in the corner. I think the odd one might have 4 seeds in it, but it's fine. So when they come through, they really are tiny. Oh god, I'm dropping them. But it's mad to think that those tiny, tiny little seeds are going to turn into onions. Like, it is mad to think that. It always amazes me. Right, so that is that one. I'll get them covered and into the house. So here they all are indoors, nice and happy. Been watered in now. This is the heated tray that I was talking about. So this, plug it in, and the tray itself heats up, so it warms everything from the bottom. So it fits 7 of these onto it. Obviously I've put a few other things on, but yeah, so they'll be quite happy on there, and I'll keep you updated as they grow.